Hi everybody, this is Bookie and I'm here for the Good Eve channel. And today, as you heard from the promo, we're going to be talking about the Tinder Swindler.
It's about to go down.
So it's this story. Let me just give you a little bit of background. Full disclosure, there are some spoilers, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. The premise of this documentary on Netflix is that this guy who presents himself as Simon Leviev, the son of a billionaire, diamond mine, mega rich family. So he's supposed to be like this diamond prince. And he's on Tinder looking for a relationship. So, of course, hijinks ensue when it turns out that he is none of these things. And in the process, is able to swindle 3 beautiful blonde European women of just shy of 600,000 euros. Yes, you heard me. 600,000 euros in rather rapid order. So full disclosure, while we're here today, my little daughter, she's here. She has a cold, so she's here from school. So if you hear some coughing in the background, please just say in your mind, hey, sorry, little girl. All right, so what are the money lessons? I'm just going to touch on 5 that you can take away from Tinder Swindler. First lesson, in the first chapter or section of there she goes. Sorry, babe. In the first section of the documentary, the first victim who they profile, her name is Cecily. And Cecily shares how she fell in love with Simon, how he wooed her, how on their first date in the evening, he whisked her away on his private jet to an exotic foreign country, and they spent the night together and consummated their love.
Oh my God!
It's really touching stuff. And you know, I'm going to say this, full disclosure, I don't blame the victims. There are victims here. Simon is an evil demon. He had an agenda, clearly from what we've seen in documentary, and he knew how to play them very well. But what would we be if we didn't take the lessons? You know, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. So we want to make sure that this cannot happen to our sisters, our friends, you know, whatever, our brothers, whatever. So first lesson that would have saved this whole story, because almost all these women, these 3 women, Cecily, Panilla, and Eileen, they all met this billionaire's son on Tinder. Sorry, I'm not British and I don't live in England. However, I'm pretty sure Prince Harry is not on Tinder or wasn't on Tinder when he was looking to meet Meghan or a wife. Prince Andrew was not there. All the princes in Europe were not there. But let's just say all of those princes aren't billionaires anyway. How many billion? I don't think Bill Gates' kids are on Tinder. I'm pretty sure they're not. Warren Buffett's children are not on Tinder. So you name them in the Middle East, wherever. Men of this stature who have access to this kind of money and their children have social circles, country clubs, parties, hangouts, nightclubs, general hanging out, football games, VIP boxes. They have places where they go and they meet people there. Now, everybody in these places that they go are not billionaires. That's not my point. But my point is that if you really wanted to, if I'm a billionaire and I'm a billionaire person's son and I'm looking to meet a partner who, even if I don't want to marry her, because we know marriage isn't everything now. So I want to baby mama her. I just want to date her generally. Even I want to sleep with her. Why would I take a woman from Tinder who won't sign an NDA? I mean, let's just think about this practically. There are no princes swimming around Tinder or Grindr or whatever dating app is prominent now. Know this and know peace. First lesson, and this is also a money lesson, because the first money lesson is prevention is better than cure. Prevent meeting fraudsters. You are not going to meet someone who's already presenting himself like he's this rich person on Tinder. Your alarm bells should be up. He's lying to you. 99.9% is a liar. So don't even proceed. Do not pass go. Stop and send them to jail. Second point, let's say you even get past the first stage. A billionaire doesn't need your money. He does not need to borrow from you. And neither does his son. If a son is having financial, because one of the things he set out in the movie is in the documentary, but I'm telling you, this documentary, it plays like it's a movie. One of the things he used to get the women to send him money was he was in a dangerous diamond business and they were bad people. His enemies were out to get him and kill him. And so therefore, he needed them to give him their credit cards because his movements could be traced if he used his real identity and his credit card to book hotels and pay for private jets. Hold up. Billionaires and their sons. They should be their billionaires. First of all, I'm pretty sure they have contingencies. If you know you've been working in a family business, and such a business is so dangerous, like oil or diamonds or gun running or whatever it is, you already have segmented pools and pockets of cash and near cash. You don't keep all your money in one bank account saying this is the billionaire's bank account, everything is in the US. No, you have some in the Cayman Islands. You have some in Panama. You have money stashed everywhere all over the globe. So the second rule is billionaires, millionaires, deca-millionaires, they don't need your money, girl or boy. They don't need it. So if a billionaire's son is asking you for money, the first question in your mind should be, I'm ready to go with you to talk to daddy to release some funds to you. That should be the extent of your support in this relationship, because it could be true, it could be a lie, but clearly they fought, they had a fight, and you need to help them settle the fight. Because I can't understand, no matter who is chasing you, why your popsy who put you in the diamond business cannot make funds available for you to be safe. Why it is you, the girl he just met 6 weeks ago, 1 month ago, that is now his hero. You are being sucked into something you don't need to be sucked in. Be warned, be advised. Third money lesson. It's not all the time, as we would say in Nigeria. It's not every time you bring out money to solve a problem. It's not all the time, let me translate, that you use money to fix problems. Sometimes prayer is the master key. What does that mean? If your man that you just met 4 weeks ago needs all this kind of money, pray for him. Call him, hold his hands in prayer. Lay your hands, get olive oil, massage his body. You don't have to bring out $40,000 and take 250,000 euro. Why? I know. Prayer can do more. Look, at that stage, the amount of money he's asking you for, you already know you don't have it. By the time you have to go and take out a loan that is more than your annual salary, just know that it means you're not supposed to bring out 1 naira. It's prayer that is required now. Call him, hold hands, and pray. Take him to your pastor. Take him to church. Take him to your mosque. Take him to your religious authority who can pray and put him in order. If he doesn't come with you, it might be a hint that this one, maybe he's a fraudster. Just saying, or he's not sincere. But third money lesson is every solution to a problem is not necessarily to pay cash or to pay out money. Sometimes using your network. So if he was being chased by gangsters, if you have network that you can network your way into Interpol, tell them I can call the police for you. I'll go with you to the police station. We can call Interpol together. I have someone that I can, degrees of separation. Maybe even though he's a billionaire, he doesn't have good networks. Also highly unlikely. But offer support that is not necessarily monetary. Fourth money lesson that you can learn from the Tinder Swindler. Never lend or donate more than you can afford to lose. And I'm going to help everybody by putting a figure. People say that and say, well, if he's a billionaire and he said he was going to pay me back, I can give him my whole month's salary after. More than you can afford to lose, according to me, Bukola, is not more than 10% of your monthly salary. 5% is better. That is it. So if you know, like these young women, you're earning 80,000 euro in a year. After taxes is 40,000 euro you're taking home. Sorry, sweetheart, you cannot afford to lend anybody more than 400 euro in a month. That is the max you can afford to lend any human being, whether he is Simon, your boyfriend, or your mother, Agnes. That is the most you can go. Anything more than that, see point 3 about prayer. Pray for them. Sit with them. Talk to them. Encourage them. Go with them to find a solution. Help them rewrite their CV. Review it for them. But that you will now go into debt, you max out your credit card. Why? I know. You can never do that. That is, know that discipline and know peace. That's a very important money lesson. Once you're getting beyond that threshold, know that it's more than you can do. And you're not God. Because when you try to solve people's problems as if you are, you're not God. So know that and know your place, and you will know peace, and you will avoid fraudsters. The 5th and final point I'd like to say and like to share here as a money lesson from this is, be careful of hyperinflation of lifestyle. We've heard about lifestyle inflation, but this is hyperinflation of your lifestyle. And let me put it in simpler terms. How does it apply to this? That your boyfriend is a billionaire does not make you a billionaire. Let me repeat. That your boyfriend, your toaster, your skinny car is a billionaire does not make you a billionaire. You're not his wife. So far as you're not his wife, even if he's your fiancé, you're not a billionaire. So you should not live like you're a billionaire. And you should definitely not be giving out funds like you're a billionaire. How can you, a non-billionaire, a non-millionaire, I'm not even sure that any of these ladies were worth $100,000 US, judging by the loans that they were taking, speedy, very quickly. Bring out 250,000 euro. You didn't even take that to start a business. You took it to help a billionaire. No, billionaires don't need your help. That already sounds like you're giving money away, like you think you're married to Jeff Bezos. You are not. And so therefore, no one should put you under pressure to give or live like you're a billionaire. They invite you, enjoy it in their company. Once you go back to your real life, remember, my real life, what I'm earning is 80,000 euro a year. After tax is 40,000 euro. After my rent, I only have 10,000 or 12,000 euro a year to make myself happy. It's from that 12,000 euro that you have what they call disposable income, that you can be giving gifts to people or giving loans to people. So those would be my lessons. I want to conclude by saying, look, Simon is Simon, if he did all these things, which it really looks like he did because the sheer documentary evidence is overwhelming, is a terrible fellow. And the same with any of these guys who decide to participate in especially romance fraud. It's terrible because you leverage on a woman's dream or a man's dream to have a significant other that loves them and will be there with them their whole life. And you lure these people into making them feel like they're your hero and they're rescuing you. But I want to just reiterate again, these scams and schemes are really, really prevalent now. And it doesn't mean you can't find love, but if you take clear money lessons, i.e. the 5 I've shared today, you can fall in love and realize that falling in love is not about paying out or going bankrupt. All right, that's it for me today. I'd like to always remind you, stay humble and learn. Goodbye for now.